Russian Z-patriots are disappointed in the Russian army, which failed the so-called SVO. The so-called People's Governor of Donbass, collaborator Pavel Gubarev, openly told what he thinks about the Russian army. Traitor of Ukraine, Pavel Gubarev, sharply criticized the Russian armed forces, calling Russian soldiers rabble. Gubarev assured that the appointment of Andrei Belousov as the Minister of Defense of the Russian Federation has not changed the Russian army. All its shortcomings remain. The bureaucratic machine that was created by Serdyukov, Shoigu, and does not change with Belousov. Nothing changes. The army bureaucracy continues to impose its rules of the game, and they will not initiate changes. And nothing comes from below. There is only one hope for a miracle. We have such an image in the army. People go there for money. Those who are in need, alimony defaulters, those who are stuck in loans, drug addicts who are caught and forced to sign a contract. That is the lower strata of society. The army is some kind of rabble. In the public consciousness, this is true. If you walk down the street and ask around, anyone will tell you that it is meat, you can't get in there. A serf army. People know this. Even the cashier at Pyaterochka will tell you why you can't get in there. This image was formed by Russia's enemies, by those who run the army, because the image did not come out of the blue. There are factors that shape this image, and partly it is true, the collaborator said. Pavel Gubarev had previously accused Putin of lying. Putin recently stated that he allegedly had no intention of capturing Kiev in February 2022 and that he killed thousands of his soldiers under the Ukrainian capital just like that, without any meaningful purpose. Allegedly, Russia did not capture Kiev, not because it could not and suffered a defeat there, but simply because it itself did not want to capture the city in March 2022. However, this lie of Putin's was exposed by the Russian military themselves, and not just anyone, but the former leader of the pro-Russian forces of Donetsk, Pavel Gubarev, who in February 2022 himself joined the Russian army and advanced on Kiev with it. In his interview, Gubarev directly stated that all of Putin's stories about how the Russian army allegedly did not want to take Kyiv and withdraw troops from it as a step of goodwill are a simple lie, and in fact, the Russian army was simply routed and suffered heavy losses. Ukrainian journalist and blogger Denis Kazansky drew attention to Gubarev's confession. This is a misconception that I encounter very often, and, as a witness to those events, I am ready to refute. When our column was moving, I counted 6 columns of burnt armored vehicles. I saw burnt soldiers inside there. They were not removed or evacuated. Then information came from the front, from Gostomel, from Irpen, from Bucha, about what a bloody mess had begun there. The fact is that, again, while talking about stupidity and betrayal, they were waiting for us there. They put up such fierce resistance to us with small forces that we were washed in blood there, he said.
Ukrainian army is using US-supplied ATOM anti-personnel landmines to counter Russian infantry, open source intelligence, OSINT, reported on Tuesday. According to the report by OSINT military bloggers, ATOM landmines or area denial artillery munitions have been spotted being used by the 24th Mechanized Brigade of Ukraine's armed forces. Being an anti-personnel landmine and delivered via 155mm artillery shells, ATOM is designed to create instant minefields ahead of enemy movements. Each artillery round is capable of deploying 36 ATOM mines, designed to self-destruct after a predetermined time to minimize risks to civilians. Each round of carriers can deliver minefields to a range of around 17.6 kilometers. The anti-personnel landmine is believed to be especially effective in countering Russia's meat attacks. An M731 shell in the lineup is equipped with M67 and M72 mines. Another proof that the US-supplied landmines are being used by Ukrainian troops was a social media image showing APL on the ground next to a Russian military bomb. Anti-personnel landmines have been provided to Kyiv as part of U.S. military aid package worth $275 million unveiled in November under a Presidential Drawdown Authority (ADP), Ukrainian media reported. Also included in U.S. defense package are Modular Pack Mine System, M131 MOPMS, and the Volcano system that are expected to bolster Ukraine's defenses in the war with Russia. It's worth mentioning that the United States has supplied Ukraine with $65.9 billion in military assistance since Russia's full-fledged invasion of the country in February 2022.